Yeah, so another friend of mine reached out to me and listen, this is very funny. A friend of mine reached out to me and was like, Chris, you know my girl, Margaret. Even if I say Margaret, you guys will never know which one. Margaret reached out to me and she told me she need a break from the relationship and she just wants to have her time to contemplate on the relationship and then we can pick it up at a later date. And my friend was like, Chris, do I agree to this or do I not agree to this? I said to him, what do you think? He's like, oh yeah, I think I should agree with it because yeah, she's been busy with her assignments and everything. So nowadays I just get to talk to her quickly in the morning and then she goes to work. Once she's at work, I don't get the time to speak to Margaret again until probably the next morning. So we are speaking just once a day. I'm okay with that. But do you guys really understand what it means when a girl comes to you and they say, yes, I want a break? How is this thing standing? Yes, like that. Do you really understand when a girl comes to you and they say, I want a break from the relationship? Listen, there's nothing like a break in a relationship. It is a very well packaged, polite message that someone tells you, I don't want you anymore. I'm asking for this break. It's now up to you to consider whether you'll call off the whole relationship or anything. And very often, when a girl is telling you that I want a break from this relationship, yeah, they are doing so because they want you to decide to end the relationship. Probably they are feeling sorry for you. Probably they really don't want to hurt your small, tiny little feelings. Therefore, they come to you and they say, yes, I want a break from this relationship. It's never a break. Very often when she says to you she wants a break, and when she says she wants a break, by the way, communication does not happen. There's no good morning, there's nothing. So she goes completely silent. Um she doesn't really care to know how you are doing or how you are taking your life on. No, she does not want that. And also, she is now trying to cement this other relationship that she's already agreed to be part of. So, you guys, you cannot afford to be dumb. You cannot afford to be stupid to say, yes, I accept the break. How long do you want? And probably when this happened to me, because I'm sure it has happened to almost most of us here, when it happened to me, you know how long she told me she wanted? She wanted at least 4 weeks. And the possibility was there that it will be extended to more. Why? Within these 4 weeks, now she's going to devote herself to this other relationship. And because I was so weak, I was busy looking at her status. Is she online? What is she posting and everything? And sometimes she'll post a joke about abandoning the idiot, but I never saw this shit. So I sat there, okay, now let me just wait for her to come back. The first week lapsed, the second, third, the fourth. After when the fourth week was finishing, I reached out. The idiot in me still reached out, and I said, uh, "Hi, how are you doing? How can we take this now further?" Blah blah blah. And her response was like, "Chris, I'm not ready for this. Let's give it time." Oh, bro, and I kept on waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think by the time I was doing all this shit, probably something was already happening. The relationship was already being cemented. So, gentlemen, if a girl ever comes to you and she says she wants a break, probably your replacement has already been found. Your replacement is already in the picture. So, it's just a matter of time before your girlfriend decides, okay, I don't want to have this, I can have something different. It's just a matter of time. And once the time is right, you know what? Yeah, the necessary will be done. And you'll be told, unfortunately, you are not the one that I want, so I will leave you alone. And you'll be left alone. Unapologetically, you'll be left alone. So, my brothers, gentlemen, listening to me here today, I'm saying, if a girl ever comes to you and they say they want a break from a relationship, don't ever accept it. Don't ever accept it. Bro, me, I've been told this when I was in high school by one of my girlfriends in high school. For those who know me, I went to a high school in Kenya. We were the last boys to be admitted in this high school. And then as we progressed, so in Kenya, you spend 4 years in high school, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. So as we were progressing, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, what was happening? She was like, okay. So when we were admitted in Form 1 in 2013, so we were just left, we were the last boys now to be admitted. And when we progressed to Form 2, the next set of students that were admitted in school, all of them were Form 1s. I mean, all of them were girls in Form 1. So we were in Form 2, and the whole of Form 1 is just full of girls. By the time we go to Form 3, Form 1 and Form 2, they were girls. And by the time we go to Form 4, Form 3, Form 2, and Form 1, all of them were girls. This is the school that I came from. And I had a girlfriend in this school. And then she was like, Chris, I want a break from this relationship. Okay. How do you want a break from a relationship? Yet, we don't get to spend a lot of time. And you know how these high school relationships are. We don't really get to spend too much time together. We don't really get to meet each other all the time. So we just meet maybe in a corner somewhere 5 or 10 minutes before I get to go home. I was a day scholar, she was a boarder, and all that shit. It continued like this. But then she came to me and she was like, Chris, I want a break from the relationship. I was like, what? You want a break from the relationship? But the idiot in me, I said, okay, fine. It's fine. Yeah, you can have the break anyway. Focus on your studies and everything. I tried to be the guidance and counseling mentor that I was. Bro, the best friend, my best friend that I had in high school. And this guy, he should be sending me some M-Pesa when he sees the video. Bro, the best friend that I had in school came to me with a letter. From my own girlfriend. My own girlfriend had sent a letter to my best friend, telling my best friend, you know what, Chris, your girlfriend sent me this letter, and tonight, this was when I was in Form 4, and tonight, when we go to our dorm, I'll show you the letter that she sent me. And you know, in high school, these letters are passed like, as you just give each other a handshake, you've already passed the letter, you grab it, and you're moving. So my best friend comes to me and he's like, Chris, I've received a letter from your girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe we should read it together so that I come and tell, so that we understand what she's up to. I was like, yeah, no problem. Let's read the letter together. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's just read the letter together. Okay, fine. In the evening at 9 o'clock when we go to the dorm now, my best friend was like, okay, Chris, Ebukam, come. Kuja tusome hii barua. And yes, we sat down and we started reading the letter. And this is my girlfriend who was now telling my best friend that she's interested in him and she likes him, and me and her are no longer together. So my best friend was like, what kind of fucking nonsense is this? Your girlfriend coming to tell me that she's interested in me, yet she knows I have a girlfriend, and you are still here. Chris, I find this as something that is the very most disgusting shit. I was like, bro, I'm not surprised. It's life. But the idiot in me knew that the relationship is on break. Do you know what the fuck happened the next morning? The next morning, as I was just walking around the place, I mean, I was coming from the dining hall because anyway, our class was at the very far end of the building. As I was coming, I met her in the corridor. She gives me this weird smile, and trust me, she had a very bright and beautiful smile. She gives me this smile, and I'm like, oh shit. For those who are my very close friend, they will know the person I'm talking about anyway. I don't care. However, something happened. Because I was so disgusted by seeing this girl. You ask for a break in a relationship, and then You go and confess your love to my best friend. Go elsewhere. I am okay. There was only like 16 or 17 boys of us. So anyway, she didn't have much choice. And this best friend of mine, okay, yeah, we were all broke, but at sometimes we had our monies here and there. But for her to go and confess to my best friend about this shit, I felt very much offended. So when I saw her, she's walking towards me and I'm walking toward her. So now we have to walk past each other. All I did, I was like, oh, and I spat on the ground and I walked past without any smile. Do you know that this girl went to class? She went crying. She was busy crying the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know. Until when one of her friends came to class. This was before the class started and before we went to parade. Those who know Kenya, they know the school assembly, you call them in England. And before we went there, a friend of ours reached out to me and she was like, Chris, do you know that so and so is crying? I'm like, what? Why is she crying? She's like, yeah, she saw you in the morning. She was smiling at you, but then you ended up spitting on the floor. I'm like, I'm no longer interested in that shit. I'm no longer interested in it. This girl cried for 3 days consistently. Why? Because she went and confessed to my best friend while me and her are on break. Bro, next time a girl tells you that they want to go on a break with you in a relationship, brother, the best thing for you to do is never go back to that relationship and be like, no, I don't want you anymore. I think it's been nice knowing you. Jessica, Brenda, it's been nice knowing you. Adios, Pompe. And that relationship should always come to an end. Because how comfortable is this person thinking that, yes, you cannot attract any other girl, and that's why she comes to you and she says she needs a break? Are you suffocating her? If you're suffocating someone in your daily life, gentlemen, it's high time for you now to decide, I don't want to be the suffocator anymore. I don't want to be the part of the problem anymore. And now I want to stop this relationship forever. You walk away, because by the time a girl is coming to ask you for a break in a relationship, it simply means she's already had the next guy just on the waiting list. Or probably she approved him last night, then today she comes to you, she's like, I'm very stressed, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. And what do I want to tell you? I want us to take a break from this relationship. So, gentlemen, don't ever in your daily life accept to be part of these relationships that asks for breaks or anything. No. If someone is tired, let them go. Let them absolutely go. However, while I'm saying that, the other thing that I think I need to tell you guys is this. There's no way that you are going to find yourself in a relationship with a girl and then she becomes too comfortable. Bro, all my girlfriends before I became aware of the relationship dynamics, they were all very comfortable, and I think that's why they end up just. Some of them left me, some of them I left because I was bored in it. Gentlemen, the moment your girlfriends get so comfortable in the relationship, just know that she's going to fumble at some point, and Kevin and Brian are just going to be around the corner where they're going to jump at that opportunity immediately, and you're going to be left on your own. So, brothers, there's no break in a relationship. The break comes when you want it. Because women can be very, very manipulative.